Being an American is often greeted with a sense of honor, a level of credibility that ups your social status in most places. But many believe Americanism is your nationality, and I disagree. I believe it is a certain breed of a mindset or condition. I've been reading a couple things by a Muslim brother named Shahid. The brother raised a couple points that were true, and I wish to delve in a little bit on some things he said. Without further ado, a little housekeeping. This is Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and in case you missed it, I'm from Cleveland. My main goal is to get as many people from my community and abroad to understand that we are being programmed by these many systems, books, institutions. These programs sometimes have a fair seeming connotation to them. Oh, that's all right. That's what we got to learn. But oftentimes we turn a blind eye to the signs of dysfunction. I believe that being American embeds a certain degree of damage into breeding you. It's just like the military. This is why 23 veterans from our American militaries commit suicide every day. An average. Can you imagine that? Like, really think about it. 23 Americans every day, all year long, every year, commit suicide because of the damage that they go through in learning the systems of the military. Well, it pales in comparison to the indoctrination of being an American. But many of us don't see it. We find small bits of pleasure, which is a subplot of the total programming, where we find pleasure in certain addictions, where we find pleasure in chasing another level of indoctrination within the programming. Don't lose me. Don't lose me. I'm talking about our affinity to a consumerism. Eating, drugs. You know, if you watch me, and I thank you solely from my heart, one note, I thank you for viewing me and partaking upon this information. But what I want to say is, it is so many levels to programming that many of us are looking to get other positions on different levels of the programming so that we can have a more pleasant, comfortable existence where we can slave or indoctrinate others. We see this religiously, we see this politically, we even see this in the drug game. It happens on every level, where we know we are doing things that is harming people. But many of us, we get into these different fields and feel like we are teaching a person a way of life that embeds them in a deeper level of usury, a deeper level of the programming. Be aware of what you're teaching and who you're working for. I mean, it's everyone. Political, religious. Who are you really working for? When you get to the deep-seated roots of it, the American life, which really is a condition, is a damaging endeavor to the human codes that which we could stand on if we only take a step back and look at what's really going on. This is my intentions now. See, when we all have been indoctrinated into this way of Americanized life, what happens was we have been put under a process that takes our morals, our principles, and what it does is embed them in a level of taking away the depth of them. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to convey to you the pain that I feel from realizing over the last 12, 15 years of the damage that is present from the extraction, the depletion of our moral depth. The intelligence that has been watered down. Now we have computers and technologies leading the ways to our everyday lives. Our thoughts, our ability to learn is being replaced with, what is AI gonna say? What is this computer gonna say? Let me figure it out with that. It's just like with our ability to cook and put together recipes. Slowly but surely, with people giving us processed garbage, TV dinners, fast food, the knowledge in increments over time, our ability to whip together meals has been depleted. I know many ladies, many people in my community that don't even have an idea how to hard boil eggs. Many people I know, it's a hard time for them to boil water so to get the rice to come out in a way that's edible. I meet a lot of people that I would hand them 1 pound of beans, dry beans, lentils or what, and they have no clue of what to do with them. Let alone putting an animal or a live fish in front of them and tell them to work it. This thing goes deep. And I think the way out is to get our mental and emotional well-being in order first. We have to realize what is being put forward as a form of programming under the illusion of the American dream, the American nationality, what it means to be an American. And some people get to other levels of the programs and they're able to, like I said, get a level of prosperity, comfortability, and getting a higher up. Oh, I'm part of, local government. I'm a part of, I'm a high up member of this company where you get a bigger paycheck but we are using these funds to further put forth a level of conditioning, a program. We endorse it. I'm gonna get my hair done. My lace front costs $200. My shoes, I gotta keep up the par with my shoes. And really what we're doing is just endorsing the programming further within ourselves, in our own spirit, and for others to see so they can follow the trends. Do we wish to continue this, especially my communities, African American communities, because we haven't built much? We must cease and desist on promoting these ways of life. This American dream is outdated. When we realize that it is a psychological ploy to keep us in a position that is beneath a human being. Many on the upper levels believe we are not capable intellectually, spiritually. I swear to God they believe it. I swear to God they believe we are lesser than. And still I see people in my community, outside of my community, that is doing all they can to stand up for this foolish way of life. Let's take a stand. I want to say I love you, and I'll be back soon. Take a stand. We are demigods. We are not to be designated to live on our knees forever.